Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay. I'm pulling latest main branch. And also cleaning up some deleted branches. Now, I did in the previous session, I was saying that this one change with replay menu lists. This here, that this was not the right implementation for the problem. And I have closed that now. But I think there is something we should do about this. In this function, populate replay file list box. So I think there is an issue. I need to drink. Good. So I think there is an issue where it will get the files in the directory and then it will read all files in there and it will read before we touch this. Hold on. Before we touch this, we should probably replay info tooltips. What is this? Okay, you did make another pass on this. Okay, cool. Then let's merge this change. So let's call this implement replay info tooltips in replay menu. And load replay menu. Just replay menu. And then we can also say the hovering a replay in the replay menu will now will show a tooltip. I'll show a tooltip with, what does it show? It will show the duration, the frame rate, and the players. With match duration, FPS, and human player names. Confirm. All right, there we go. Then we get main branch again. Good. So what I was thinking is we probably populate replay file list box. Insertion index. So in our replay menu, replays. So we have all these. Okay, let's make a backup. Backup. Okay, let's take here some World Series replays. It says Big Size versus Matty. Yeah? We take these guys, and we extract them here. We take these, and we put them here, and now we just create copies of them. Yeah, many copies. Let's put. Okay, so now we have 199 replays, which are certainly more than 100. The replay menu currently can only show 100 entries because that's the amount that is defined in the replay menu WND file and data. So now if we reach this point here, let's put a breakpoint here, condition, insertion index, smaller 0. It's empty. Index. Okay, let's run this. Oh, we first need to compile. Oh boy. Um, so basically, the theory I have here is that this function, it will process as many replays as there are physically here in the replay folder, and it will not stop processing at the limit. So I think what we need to do is, when this limit is reached, this 100 or whatever the number is reached, that it stops processing. And it doesn't, yeah, it stops, and so it doesn't do wasted work, right? Because if we process replays that cannot fit into the list, then there's no need to process them, right? Just stop and show what we have in the replay list at whatever the maximum count is. Yeah. So let's try to figure that out. Load replay. Okay, so now it says insertion index is -1 because it's already full, right? Yeah. Okay, so so what would happen now if this index is -1? Then what happens? Oh boy. This box row. Insertion index. Insertion index. It's column row. Row. So it sets a row. Which also returns something. Was full, true. Okay, so what we should do now is const insertion index debug assert crash insertion index 0. Search index is larger than 0. Expects valid index. Okay, and then expects valid index. Okay. And to guarantee that, we will have to do gadget list box. Let's see if we have a count there. Here, get list length. Then we say here const int list box length. And then we say here we say here if insertion index equals list box length -1, then we are done. Spikers at performance. Stops processing. Stops processing when the list is full. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's put a breakpoint in here and here. We can also change this condition to if this is not smaller than this. Or we can say if this is larger equal this. Oh no, that doesn't work. What? No, it has to be like this. Yeah. Good. And then we have multiplayer. No, loads. Load replay. List box length is okay. It's not the right function. Get list length. Length. How do I get the max length? List length was full. End pos. What is end pos? End insertion position. End pos. Okay, we need to figure out where the field is that defines the end of the list, the max entry count. That is not clear to me right now. Replay menu. Length, list box data length. Pass list box data. List length. Scan short. Length. List length. Max number of entries. How do we get that list length now? Get list length. Multi-select. What? Get the list length data contained in the list box data. If multi-select, what the hell is that? Get the selections. I have no idea what the hell, why this returns list length only if it's multi-select. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's really weird. Really weird. Set list length. Num entries. Get num entries. Okay, that's the current entries, right? Num entries. Get num max entries. Returns the max. The maximum number of entries this list can hold, can contain. Very weird that there's not a function like this already. Return list box data, list length. So this one returns, it's weird. List length. Maybe we should just change this function. I mean, that's really weird. Send chat, max cell, max selection, get the selections. Is this a private message? List length. Player list box. Player list box. List box gets selected. My gosh. Get selected. List box. Max cell. I think the name of the function is wrong. Set list length. This box data, columns, length. Jesus Christ. Get max selected list length. Get max returns the maximum number of entries this that can be selected. Maximum possible number of list entries. Okay, then we make a copy of this. Then we do this. And then here. If this box data turns 0, okay, and then here we remove this to this, this. Here we do return. Okay, then we remove this here and this. Then we take this function and we drop that in here, because that's really what it does. Maxer. List box length. Mm-hmm. List box length. Okay, I think this will work now. There's one more thing. Get the list length data contained in a list box data parameter. List box. Okay, we remove this. We remove this and this. Okay, there's an error. Oof. Oof. Why? Oof. Did I remove something that we shouldn't have removed? Right. This also returns list length. That's what we added, didn't we? Or did we not? Get num entries. No, that was already there. Get num. Oh, we deleted the wrong function. Ah. Let me. Ah, what did I delete? End pause. End pause. Okay, I think now we have it repaired. Oh boy. Okay, list box data. God damn it. Okay. Good. Let's try that. All right. Nope. Always clicking on the wrong buttons. Load replay. Okay, so now the list box length is 100. Insertion index starts at 0. And so eventually this will reach 99. It does, yeah, 99. And then it will be done. So basically, if we look at instance data, next. Okay, where's the list data? Winget user data. User data. Oh boy. That sucks. So we always need to cast first. Oof. List box length 199. Yeah, okay, so this box user data. So we basically would need to cast this. Oh, that sucks. User data. List length. It says 100 here. User data. Columns 4. List data. And pos. Insert pos and pos. So that means it's currently full. Yeah. Somehow the music is gone now. Good, I think that works correctly. Regarding this user data shit here, I wonder if this can be a winget user data, list box data. Winget user data. Winset user data. P. Yeah, okay. Huh. You have to cast it? Wow. Map metadata. I wonder if we can use inheritance here. We say win user data. Gadgets. Can be anything. Okay. It literally can be anything. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Good. Let's run this one more time. Replay menu, okay. Okay, and now we load replay. And it hits this breakpoint here. And that's the end. Okay. So how long does this take now? Loads. Load replay. It's quite a substantial store. Okay. But that works. We can do that. Map cache, update cache. Okay, so basically, even if we add more replays now, the speed should be the same. Right, so make another copy and another copy, and now we have like 600 replays here, right? And if we now open the menu, the speed should be the same as before, no matter how many replays we have. It's still a substantial store. Let's do a few more copies here. Okay, so now we have 1200 replays. I have the impression it still takes longer, no? Or am I mistaken? Let's go back to 100 replays. So now at around 100 replays. Also slow. Okay. Okay. Good. So that will be feed. No, let's first create a branch. Optimize replay lists. I think we can do the same for map list, right? Map list. But there's a map cache. Yeah, the maps have a cache. We would need a replay cache. Let me see if it's a performance issue if you open my map list. Oh, yeah. There's some store. There's some store. Now the question is, where is this? We're looking for skirmish, map list, something. chat. Map util. Map util maybe. Uh-huh. Map list. What? Purposely filter out these broken maps that exist in generals. What the hell? Huh. That's interesting. Huh. Fall over. Okay, what we need is we need to understand where the map list is being populated. Man. Oh man. Why is there a battle on us here? What is this? Oh boy. Okay, I'm not sure about the list data here. Populate, here, map list box. But that's the one. Yeah. List box, reset, list box. Index. Okay, so it looks like we have a custom WND file here, so we see more. We see more maps, right? We go here, English. No, data. No, we don't. We do. Here by Gentoo. This one. Yeah. Let's remove this. Oh, we can't. Okay, let's remove disable Gentoo. So this is modified. This is the original. We need to close the game. .mod. Select. Okay. Official, unofficial. Okay. So it stops showing maps at some point here, so we don't see all maps now. Okay, fair enough. Then okay, let's see if we reach some limit somewhere here. Index. Okay. Num columns. Is this ever modified? Probably not. Make it const. Let's do a const int list box length. Get length. Num columns. Maybe is there maybe a function for num rows? Okay, so list box length. Set item data. I still don't understand where is the index of where we add stuff to this list box. Where is that? There's this index here, but it always starts at -1. How does that work? I don't know. Num maps listed. Okay, so we have 466 maps in the cache. Okay. 1. Oof, it builds temp caches here. Oof. Oof. Okay. 114. here, map select menu, map select menu. Length 100. So we only show 100 items in there. So that means we shouldn't show more. We have 114 one player maps. So but this is official maps, isn't it? What is it? System maps. But strangely here it says 112. How is that working? So the temp cache is 112. But this is 114. How is that possible? Huh? What? So there are some maps with 0 players, I guess. Yeah. Maybe. Let's put a breakpoint here. Oh, it does filter. I see. So it filters for system maps later, doesn't it? Get mapped here. I don't understand why is this map part of this cache when we only look for system maps? It clearly is not a system map, so why is this there? Mapped here. Oh, it filters afterwards here. Oof. So everything is in one cache. All maps are in one cache. And then it filters it afterwards. I see. I suspect index -1 means it will push it to the end if there's room. And then it just writes the index here, and then it uses same index again to push another thing. I see. So it pushes an entry, an image, and then a text, a map name. Map name, and before it pushes some image before that map name. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Then I think what we can do is, then here we do if index equals list box length -1, then break. Break. Okay, for some reason it doesn't find that because we have commented this out. Good, and then we have that. Okay. Let's put a breakpoint in them. $300, it says. 300. Is it faster because of that? I don't know. Let's put a breakpoint here. Oh, it doesn't actually help because we only break out of one loop. That doesn't help. What is it? Maybe use a go-to here. End lists. List done. go to list done. I didn't want to start the match. Ugh. I think the main problem here is probably this function is too expensive and it's another look. Yeah. Done. Are there any other entries? Game options. I wonder, are there more lists that need some handling, but I can't think of any other lists that stall so much. It's probably mostly the map list and the replay list, yeah. Yeah, but I think for the map list, it needs another look anyway. The main cost comes from somewhere else. It already is a bit optimized. And the replay list, that's totally unoptimized. Like there's no cache at all. Yeah. Good. So this is performance. GUI. Improve performance. Reduce. Eliminate unnecessary processing. Unnecessary processing during replay and maps lists. Population during populating replay and maps lists when full. when they are full. Eliminate expensive, unnecessary processing during populating. Eliminate expensive. Eliminate expensive and unnecessary processing when populating the replay and map lists after they're full. Eliminate expensive and unnecessary processing when populating the replay and map list after they are full. Gadget list box. Is synonymous to rows. Length is synonymous to rows. Okay. Good, I think that's good enough. This change eliminates expensive and unnecessary processing when populating the replay map list after they're full. This is mostly noticeable with replay lists when putting replays after the list is already full. The custom maps list 300 is also susceptible to this. Because it uses, say, map cache. Fully populated. To improve replay menu performance further, we also need a replay cache. Performance minor. Great. Okay, so we have that. Good. Now regarding this change here, let me first put back the backup here. Okay. By the way, we also need to add a to-do in here. To-do. Replicate in generals. We could probably also add this assert there. Map-util. Map-util.cpp. Yeah, I wonder if we should put an assert in here. Index. Yeah. Index, yeah. Yeah, it's not true though. It would be here that we expect an index. Good. Good. So regarding this change here, there were some comments that apparently on DEFCON map, you can still not see the map borders correctly with camera constraint fixes in place. That is unfortunate, so let's test that. The gifs are rampant here in this channel. Not very professional. No. Yeah, I think that makes it a bit a bit more, a bit easier to look at. So this is this already in generals, yeah. Cool. Okay. What about this one? This doesn't need to use. This is all local in there. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Then let's see. Let's see the build times. 2 minutes, 6 minutes, 7. Looks very good. Very quick. Okay, looks good. Let's hit approve one more time. Say parent. By around 50%. Around 50%. Okay. Good, so this one was compiled. Let's launch this and then load DEFCON map and then see what's up with that. So we need a skirmish. Yeah, skirmish. Skirmish and then DEFCON. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Let me enable the cursor lock. Documents, options. Cursor capture enabled in windowed game. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I mean, it looks okay. It's a bit closer to the edge, I would say. Okay, but he can't move down here. So we can't see him. It's only that the control bar, I think it looks okay, but the control bar, yeah, basically the control bar draws above it. Like this. Okay, then how about we go to we go to this function, this one here, calc camera area constraints. Oops. And in there we do, so we have this offset here, right? Map region, plus offset, map region. Center. Map region. Quite frankly, I don't quite understand what this does here to get to the desired result. That I really don't understand. Like why it picks this raycast here. I don't understand. Ground level is 120. That's pretty high, isn't it? 120. Maybe the height actually does need to be part of this. Let's put the height back in there. So we have here center center.z equals this max edge z. Let's see what that changes. Seems to have less room now. We see less, even less now. I think. Yeah. Okay, that's not good. That's even worse. Ground level. Maybe the ground level, using ground level is wrong here. What if we don't use ground level? Okay, let's remove this here again. Instead of ground level, we use ground. We should have ground height under camera or something like that here. Ground height under camera. No. View. Height above ground. Terrain height under camera. Cached value for debugging. What? Terrain height under camera. What happens if we use that? Max edge Z. See what happens. Can we use 2D again? Okay, let's see. Okay, so we can see nicely into the blackness here, but not here. Let's take this dozer and drive him down here. Okay, we still cannot see far enough. What if we put 0, 0 in here? What happens then? Just try and error and see what happens to get an understanding of what this height influences. Oh man, I can't believe that I still have trouble speaking without coughing. It's since 1 month now. It's really bad. Yeah, I think I'm dying slowly. Okay, that's interesting. So now we can't see as far anymore. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah. That sucks. That sucks. Zero, 0. So this offset somehow is too large. It sucks. Um, Map region. So let's say I want to see what happens. What happens if the offset is 0? What happens then? Offset 0. Then we can scroll up to here. Yeah, okay, so we can see a lot more blackness here than we can here. Okay. So essentially the center length here needs to be smaller than it is here, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's say we put back the ground level here. The ground level, and then here we put back the center, yeah. Okay, so now here we see this looks perfect here. Yeah, but here this does not look perfect. Okay, let's put a breakpoint here and see the offset. Oh, offset is 143. And up here, it's 190. So it is larger. It is larger. Okay, that's good. But it's not small enough down there. Why? Ground level 120. It's quite high, isn't it? X is 0. Minus 0.1. Bottom Y. Center. 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 143. Message ray. Minus. Get pick ray. It's not clear to me what this does here. So it takes a point at the bottom of the screen in the lower 5% of the height, and then uses that to raycast to get a ray start and end, and then it gets from that is the X and Y at this Z. And this gives a really small value. What value does it give here? Also small value. Okay. What is the purpose of this small value? I mean, this it doesn't affect it really, right? I mean, if the value is so small, then why? Why bother? I have the feeling that something is fundamentally wrong with this here. The problem is I don't understand what the goal is here. What is the goal of this calculation? What does it want to achieve? Like, why is this like near zero? It's near zero, so this value doesn't change. It seems like only the center really matters, right? The center is 190, and so the offset will be 190, right? So what is this doing? I don't understand. 190. And the bottom is a really small value. Very tiny. It makes It has no impact. So let's say we remove this here. Let's say we remove that. Then I expect the result will be the exact same bullshit, no? Essentially. Oh. Okay, that's unexpected. That is unexpected. Interesting. Okay, that is very interesting. Why is that happening now? Are the constraints just crazy now? Offset. Oh, 2000. Okay, that's a crazy offset. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Okay, so it somehow seems to be relevant. Yeah. Screen. Pick ray. Ray starts. Unproject. Get world space points. Ray and restart. Normalize. 3D camera. Restart. Jeez. Jesus Christ. Oh, get pick ray. Screen. Restart. Right. Because, hold on. Because X, Y. Okay, I understand why the offset was so large because of the X component. What happens if we rotate the camera? So we put it at a 45-degree angle roundabout. And then we put the breakpoint on here. And we scroll a bit. And then what do we have? Okay. So this is 31, and that's pretty large. Oof. 58. Seems to be okay. The distance is consistent when we rotate, so that's very promising. Okay, so actually it behaves pretty good, so maybe the calculation is all good. I just really don't understand it. Yeah. Okay, so what do we do now here? I don't know. We could artificially decrease this scale. It's not great, but maybe let's go to a solution. Not sure. I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to say. What happens if we put this to 1 here? What happens? Doesn't seem to help. That doesn't help. What happens if we set it to 0.8? Oof, okay. That's unexpected. That is unexpected. Okay, but now we can't see the dozer here. I don't like it. Here we see too much blackness. This looks okay here. Feels so random. Okay, but let's say we do the full shebang. We get the get height and this. Okay, and then we would scale this. Let's say we scale this by, I don't know, 0.8f. Oh, man. I feel like we can look too far into the blackness here, which is not great. Yeah, it's too black down here. Way too black. Here it looks good though. Let's put this to Okay, how does that look? Okay. Let's move them here. Okay, that doesn't look good. Yeah. Okay, let's try 0.9. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Good. So what do we have now? Okay, we can see a bit of darkness down here. Okay, this looks fair. Okay. How about we take let me take the dozer here. They stand on about the same distance to the blackness, right? Yeah, I think it's weird that we should be able to scroll further down, but it doesn't let us. I don't understand. So the blackness goes to the green arrow roundabout here. And up here. Black. It's strange. Here we can look further into the blackness. And here less. Why is that? What about if we rotate like this? So now here we can look this far into the blackness. And up here we can look less into the blackness. Why? Why? I think that's a problem, yeah. Something is not right here. Like, if we look here, then this should be the same as this, but it's not. So something is wrong. I suspect it has to do with this here, with this ground level. Let's again put terrain height on the camera in there. Something is not correct here in this calculation, but I can't put my finger on it. What it would be. Something mysterious. Yeah, so now... Okay, now we have less range here. Ah, okay, now it's more consistent. Look at that. Let's look at it again. So now the blackness goes to around about here, right? And if we go down here, it's similar. It's similar now. Okay, so at least that's consistent now. Let's see this. Yeah. And here. But we can still look further here. That's not right. Does this value actually change? This terrain height on the camera. 45. 126. Okay, it does change. It does change. But it doesn't seem to help our cause. Yeah. Height on the camera. Why not? Terrain height on the camera. Terrain height on the camera. Okay, what kind of value would we need to put here to get like to get a good view out there? So let's say put this back to 1. And let's say we put this to, I don't know, minus 200, yeah? Just for testing. Uh-huh. Okay, that doesn't look good. So that's the furthest I can scroll now. Okay. I see. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't. So we need to. Okay, then how about we say ground level plus ground level plus this minus this. So basically we give it now the difference in terrain. We add that on top. We should give it we should give the lower parts more space. More space. Maybe. Let's see. So here it should look as usual. Yeah. And now here, let's see what we can do here. Okay, it looks like we can scroll down already further. Okay. Okay. And now let's see if we rotate the camera. Oh, we can also look up further. Oof. I wonder. It kind of makes sense. Does it? Get another dozer. Oof. Well, that looks weird. Looks extremely weird. You can that doesn't make sense. Should be more like so, the limit, not like so. Something is fundamentally wrong there. Yeah. They assume that all maps are height ground level at the edges, which is not the case on DEF CON. Yeah. Yeah. So basically in DEF CON map, we hit something that this comment already says we don't expect to happen, but it happens. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. How do we do that? We need to... What is the expectation? Expectation is... Expectation is... I don't know what is... That's some bullshit. What's the time? Almost 3 hours. I will take a break here. Wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.